So let me ask you this question. Does your movies, I mean this acting thing, does it pay your bills?
That's interesting. That's a very good question. I'm glad you asked that. Yeah. You know, acting does pay my bills, you know. Acting does pay my bills. And that is because I have successfully remained an actress for 35 years. That is why, you know, I am agitating for the Actors Guild of Nigeria, you know, to return to what it was primarily formed to do, which is to focus on commerce-driven activities that will keep the actor working and earning a living from acting that pays their bills. Majorly the upcomers in the states, you know, because those are the interland. Lagos is like Hollywood, but the bulk of the actors are in the 25 different states in the interior of Nigeria that are member chapters, you know, state chapters of the guild.
So, in your own opinion, you don't think that they're doing what they're supposed to be doing?
Right now, the AGN, at the national level, is running like a parastatal. You know, just going to the presidency to ask for money for this, ask for money for that. But this is an industry. This is not, the government cannot keep actors employed. The film industry is a private sector initiative. That is why it is an industry. Those in the state chapters, you know, begin to suffer as they're suffering now, because nothing is getting to them. Nothing was set up for, you know, nothing has been put. What the apparatus that was put in place before are no longer, you know, are no longer existing, you know, because they are loggerheads with the national exco, you know, and this person is expelled today, this person is suspended tomorrow, this person is locked up in the police station. The fact that I am a living testimony to 35 years of bills being paid by the profession of acting, you know, is why I say that the guild was set up for people to earn a living and pay their bills from acting, not to run as a parastatal, going to now and then to ask for money from the government. Right now, there is no activity, there is no commerce-driven activity that is paying the guild. Not at the national level, not at the state levels. Everything is concentrated on going to collect money from government.
You know, some people will actually think that, okay, she's saying this because she's not there herself. They probably think it's out of envy, out of jealousy and all of that. What do you have to say to that?
Yeah.
What's your reaction to such comments?
My reaction to that is why, you know, we have so much problems in this country, Nigeria, you know, because people will see issues, you know, and they will rather not face the issues. They would feel more comfortable discoloring the issues. The question I would rather anyone ask me is, what would I benefit? What would I benefit from seeing a commerce-driven guild? Guilds all over the world, they don't go collecting money from government. The national guilds all over the world, if they collect grants from foundations. You have foundations that are set up to assist the growth, the running of guilds.
So not like you have anything personal with the president, because right now, like in the blogs and in the social media, what is trending now is that you are personally attacking the president of the Actors Guild of Nigeria. You know, comments like, okay, she's an ex-convict and all of that. She's not supposed to be there. She's not, you know, she's not right for the position. Can we safely say these are comments that came from you?
Oh yes, they are.
Okay.
They are comments that came from me. Yeah, because the Ibinabo issue is separate from the guild. The issue of the guild has been of the guild not being run right, has been a running battle, you know, for at least the last 5 years. You understand?
Wow.
The issue of Ibinabo Fibrisma being an ex-convict is a moral and legal issue. You understand? In every, it also, I actually looked at the issue, you know, from the perspective of, you know, how rotten this country has become. You understand? Because somebody, you know, has been convicted for manslaughter, a criminal conviction, which there is nowhere in the world. It is not, it's in the Nigerian constitution. It is in every constitution of the world. You cannot be a convict, a criminally convicted person, and assume the post of leadership. What is the moral lesson? What is the moral lesson in somebody who was convicted for killing another human being under the influence of alcohol, now becoming the leader of a professional body that is nationwide? So we're talking of a legal and a moral issue here. You understand? It's not something that if as a nation, I'm sorry to say, but it's the truth. If as a nation we are really developing, if as a nation we are really civilized people, people will not be saying that Clarion is saying that Ibinabo is an ex-convict, when they know very well that she's a convicted criminal. You know, people will be, in any civilized society, people will be shocked. People will be shocked. In any civilized society, she will not even come out that she wants to put herself forward to be elected into a post of leadership.
Interestingly, she's been there for a while. Why are you coming out now to make this point? Why didn't you insist on it? She came
in 2012. I was not in this country for 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah. I came back early May last year, and the moment I came back, you know, I was part of I along with a couple of my colleagues, you know, instituted a court case, of which a judgment was given that because she is a convicted criminal, she should not parade herself as president of the guild. So you find a situation whereby even the courts are not respected. So you see, this AGN issue, you know, actually throws up, you know, a bigger question about the situation of this country. you know. A judgment was given by a court of law, a high court of law, a high court, that this person, you are a convicted criminal, you should stop parading yourself because it is against the law. And the person says to hell with the court judgment and continues. And people, they know that, they hear that, and they're still like, you know, so what?
What has sparked this off?
What has sparked it off?
Yes.
How do you mean what has sparked it off?
I mean, you take this you talk about it very passionately.
The passion in it for me, you know, is the fact that it mirrors, you know, the rots at a larger level, you know, in this country, you know. Yeah, that is, for me, the passion with which I talk about it now goes beyond the Binabo Fibrissima issue. It goes to the fact that the way, the state of mind, the way people think, you know, in this country right now, it makes you wonder, you know, it makes you wonder, where the hell are we going? Yeah, it's...
So nothing personal.
Why would there be something personal? I don't understand. You know, like I said, I don't understand how people think.
You know why I ask these questions? I'm not the one asking.
Yeah, I understand. I understand. Why would there be something personal? At the AMA Awards, we hugged. We were, as friends, chatting together. We flew on the same aircraft back to Lagos. It is a tragedy in this country that things are going wrong. When you point out where things are going wrong, people don't want to, because they don't want to face the truth. They look for some hidden. They look for a reason, something to use to be cloud, you know, to cloud it over, so that the truth is not seen.
So what's your own submission?
About?
What's your submission on this subject, on this issue?
Well, my submission on this issue is it's tragic. Yeah, it's tragic because this AGN issue has, for me, enabled me to see that the problem in this country is far deeper than I thought.
So what do you want? Clarion Chukwurah, what do you want?
What do I want?
Yes, what would you want? How do you want this thing resolved?
I have said it before. The way to resolve the issue, the Actors Guild of Nigeria issue, is revamp the entire guild. The board of trustees of the guild were the inaugural board of the guild 15 years ago. Their tenure, according to the inaugural constitution, expired 5 years ago. Today, veterans, the likes of Olu Jacobs, Sadiq Daba, Taiwo Ajayi Lycett, Peter Dochie, those are people, an eight-man and woman board of trustees, featuring these people, you know, a board of trustees that will feature the national character.
Harmonize.
Yeah, that will say this person is from the east, this person represents the north, this person represents the southwest.
So you're looking for like a balance.
Yes.
A federal character balance of the AGN.
Yes, of the AGN. Not people seeing the AGN as just, you know, an Eastern Nigeria affair. It's Eastern Nigeria, Southside Nigerian affair.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. All right.
That is what I want to see. And with such a board of trustees, right? Hausa actors will feel freer, you know, to be part of the AGN. Yoruba language actors will feel freer to be part of the AGN. Then you can say that the AGN represents all screen actors in Nigeria.
Would you ever vie for that position? Would you like to vie for that position?
You know what?
No.
For me to vie for president of AGN, AGN would have to have, you know, a workable structure. Right now, the structure is not a workable one.
So if you come in, what would you do differently?
What I would do differently? I would change the board of trustees to begin with, you know. I would bring in a new board of trustees, you know, of veterans, you know, from all of the likes of Ene Oloja. I would invite her back from New York to be a member of the board of trustees. There will be a national council of a national advisory council, and every state chapter would have commerce-driven activities, you know, that will make sure their chapters, you know, are serving serving the interests of their members. And I will make every state chapter autonomous. The national ESCO, of which is headed by president, will just be a supervisory body.
Okay.
There will not be. It will not be such that everyone will want to be the president.
Okay.
No, it will just be a supervisory body.
Great.
Yeah.
I'm sure the right authorities are listening. It's a national television. It goes nationwide and international. So the right authorities are listening, and we hope they do something about it and take to your opinion and your submission, right? Now I want to ask you this question. I've been meaning to ask you these questions. Once upon a time you were a fool like me, and now you are well trimmed. I want to be like you. What did you do?
No, there was never a time I was like you.
Oh, please don't depress me.
No, it's true. There was never a time.
I
had a little.
Am I that big?
Added, yeah, you are bigger than me.
Oh Jesus, I feel like crying.
When I was married, and I just had my baby, you know, I really concentrated on my baby. So when I came out of it, yeah,
you were big. Yeah. And then what did you do differently? What did you do?
Yeah, you know, what else? You know, my eating habits, you know, when you're no longer breastfeeding, your eating habits change. And I always work out.
So eating habits and working out was what turned you into this, transformed you?
It's about discipline. I've even put on weight. Okay. You know, yeah.
All right, I will take that tip, and I hope it works. And I hope it works. Now you were talking about when you were married. You're single now, because like guys are there.
Everyone knows I'm divorced.
Not everybody.
No. Okay, I'm divorced, but I'm you know, I'm going to be 50 in July. So
wow.
Of course,
you're not looking forward to getting married again.
No, I'm not.
You're breaking some people's heart right now.
Really?
That's not fair.
I'm sure I'm not.
So no more marriage for Clarion Chukwurah. She's just content with just being single and dazzling as she is.
Yeah.
So how's your son?
He's fine.
How old is he?
Clarence is 31, Brian is 17.
Wow. Yeah. Who would have thought that, you know, with this size and everything, you have a 31-year-old son? Awesome. So how are they doing?
Well, Clarence Peters is a director, is a well-known director, you know. He's a successful music video CEO of 2 companies, the Capital Dreams Pictures Limited and Capitol Hill Music. Brian is going into school to study 3D animation, in South Africa. So I'm good.
So you're happy with where you are now?
Yes, I am.
In your sports?
Trust me.
Your moment in the sun. All right. So what would you want to be remembered for? Apart from this AGN thing, let's not go there again.
No.
What would you want to be remembered for?
What I want to be remembered for, is being part of a change for good, for generations, impacting on the life of young people, supporting the less privileged to see a brighter future, and generally I want to be seen as one who is an activist who fights for the rights of the oppressed.
People see you from different perspectives. You yourself, how do you see yourself? Who is Clarion?
Clarion Chukwurah is an activist, a social rights activist, someone who stands for justice, supports, the rights, of the less privileged, and supports them with my, not just, with my mouth. I put my money where my mouth is. Yeah, my legacy is that of, a symbol of positive change.
And we'll keep supporting you here on Saturday night for doing the good job.
Thank you.
Keep making us proud.
Thank you.
Your movies and your activism.
Thank you.
And of course, we also know you as an NGO who likes to foster the cause of the less privileged.
Thank you.
And so for that, we say thank you so much for honoring us. Thank you
You're
for coming on Saturday night.
You're
It's been a
welcome.
pleasure having you.
Thank you.
Now you feel good. You've spilled it out. You're feeling good right now. And so viewers, on that note, we want to say thank you so much for staying tuned to this week's edition of Saturday Night. Until next week, when we come up with another guest, it's been Saturday night. Like I always say, be kind to one another. Good night.